Hello and welcome again to Making Excuses podcast.
And welcome back.
With me, Julian, Trevor, and the good old Scott Binns. So, if you don't know, Scott Binns is a local rapper, local to us, West Yorkshire, and he does exist.
He does exist.
He's not just AI-generated photos.
And he is actually part of the team, even though at the moment he's been recently a piece of paper in the studio. But he's here in spirit.
Yes.
I mean, he's busy because he's usually recording and doing things, isn't he? And so
I know. But trying to get hold of him. That's another.
Yeah.
That's another podcast.
For a musician, he's really bad to get hold of. You'd think that he'd be on all the social media, and I mean, he hasn't even got WhatsApp or anything, has he?
No,
and
sorry,
we're gonna have to sort him out.
We've just named and shamed him there, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll send a carrier pigeon to him right now. Go, Scott. Go.
Yeah. He needs a manager. I think I should be his manager. You can be the producer of the show.
Yeah. And
I will be Scott's manager.
So
Scott.
We normally put this up to a vote, but I think that's a unanimous.
Yeah, definitely. He needs a manager. He really, really does. And he's definitely needs to be on all the socials because we'll be able to get hold of him. We could have had him on live on WhatsApp today, couldn't we?
We could.
As a backup. As a backup plan for every time he makes an excuse.
It's always making excuses.
Yeah.
But talking of making excuses, we're not the only shows that make excuses. So
we're not.
So we're not. So there's probably like negative things. So when you're seeing stuff on YouTube or something like that, we you see positive things and you see negative things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that try and be sort of positive about something or something about negative about something.
Yeah.
I'd class your YouTube channel as something positive.
Yeah, I do like to have a positive tone. The glass is always half full. Even when things have gone completely wrong, it's still half fun. Half fun and half full.
That's the way to say it.
It isn't fun when I'm going up those hills to get to the perfect shots.
That was a great. I don't know if you guys might have not seen the video, but we made a video of going down the Holmfirth old train line.
Yes,
it doesn't exist anymore, and it went. I didn't realise the stations were all up on the hill. So
yes, you did.
I didn't realise. Pinky promise.
Yes, you did.
But yeah. Anyway, so that video, we enjoyed making that video, and like I say, we were positive because we were positive about e-bikes, and we're positive about getting out and doing things.
It's good for mental health and everything.
One of the people. So, who would you like to get on the show? If we could get people on the show,
I've got.
Try
many
locally.
people I would love to invite.
Try locally, yeah.
I've got so many people I'd love to invite on the show, and I've already been putting out invitations. So I might be able to surprise you. You surprised me with the name of our podcast channel. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to. I might have to have a surprise guest where you do not know who's coming.
Okay,
that would be good. Okay, so I think I would like to have on the Hoods live show. They do a lot of positive things for Huddersfield and the local community. And again, even when things aren't going perfectly for the town, they're out there promoting and there's nothing in it for them other than they just want what's best for the town. And they do a lot for charity and other bits and pieces, and anything that's good for the town, they will do it. So I would like them to come on as a guest. That's one.
Okay. Yeah,
I would also like Scott Binns to come along as a guest.
He's looking away from you now.
He is looking away.
Hang
on a minute. I'm just going to irritate the producer again.
Oh, look.
Yeah. You hate it when I do that, don't you? You do not like it. Do you suffer from
OCD? I don't.
I do a little bit.
I do. So you're really winding yourself up by doing that.
Yeah, because have you noticed when I do it, I don't look at the camera.
Okay.
So I'm doing this now and I won't look. Oh my God, I've looked.
Well,
but no, I'm looking there because that's where Scott's camera is.
Yes.
Although if he doesn't hurry up and come along too soon, we might have to have this as a hand-me-down camera.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we might have to. No, I'm only kidding.
So Hoods Live, they're not making excuses.
They're not making excuses.
I think they go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It says on their website.
Yeah.
I've never come across them until you mentioned them.
Yeah.
And like I say, that's a great positivity.
And it's brave as well, because live is a different beast. I mean, we're here now, and if we make any mistakes, any sounds or anything like that, it can be edited out, can't it? It can be completely. But live, there's nothing you can do about it. If you get some idiot behind you, saying something or whatever, you can't take it back. No. It's there, isn't it? Yeah. But I've watched quite a few of their videos, and it is really positive. And it'd be nice to see other towns have something similar done for them as well. Sure. But we'll have them in. We'll get them in.
Oh, great. We
will not take no for an answer, and we will not listen or take any excuse for them not to come.
And hey, that's not our podcast name. Any Excuse Podcast.
Well, yeah,
we're making excuses. We're going to make it. We're going to make it happen.
We're not giving them much choice, really, are we?
No. Is there anyone else you'd like to?
I think. Well, I'll let you into a secret. We're going to be getting Grant Saunders on.
Are we?
Yes. And if you Google him...
Who's Grant Saunders?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Who's Grant? If you Google him, you're going to do the
I'm not doing it now. I'm not doing it now. No,
if you Google him, he's a professional hypnotist.
Okay.
But I would have loved for Scott to be here, because it'd be fantastic if... just for revenge.
We might be able to
do it.
Let's just try something in the studio. Are you ready?
Go on.
Scott, you will come into the TV. You come in to do the next podcast when Grant comes.
I don't think that's how it works.
Into a deep sleep, and now you're going to wake up out of that deep. It could be a sleep.
You do realise now you've set yourself up for Grant. When he comes in, you're going to be his target.
I'm sure that's how the professionals say it. I've seen it on so many movies and cartoons. And you fall into a deep sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to do the finger wiggling as well. That's
the finger wiggling is what does it?
That's yeah.
Is that the magic?
I'll have to ask Grant, but I think it's the movement.
Okay, I just said the word magic. What's the first name that comes to your mind when you say the word magic?
Johnson.
Who?
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson?
Basketball player.
Oh, I was thinking more...
Paul Daniels.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
No, that's magic.
Now, in America, it might be somebody like Copperfield.
Yeah. Or David Blaine.
Yeah, David Blaine. And those two... what are they called? The two of them together.
Siegfried and Roy?
No.
Mauled by the lion tigers?
What are they called? Oh, my word.
It's not called Oh My Word.
No, I know it's not. But they're in Vegas. There's two of them. My word, what are they called?
I'm sure it's not Siegfried.
No.
It'll
come to me. Yeah. I'm rubbish. Sometimes I have complete brain freeze, and I'll just have a glazed look. Penn and Teller. There. I had to do that out of respect for them. They are brilliant.
I don't think they'd be quite good on an audio podcast, though.
No, they wouldn't. We definitely have to have the cameras on them.
So you want to get some magic in the? What are you trying to say?
No,
we just razzmatazz. We need a bit of magic, a bit of.
Yeah. How long I remain a member of this team, I have no idea, because Julian's trying to steer us always down one path for each episode, and I am really bad, like it's squirrel, like and then come running. I'm turning again just to annoy you.
Back in.
I need reining back in, because I will go off on one, and then it'll end up being a completely different show.
Well, did you know today is National Camera Day?
Is it really?
It is. So, what do you know about cameras there, Trevor?
They turn on and off, and they have focus and zoom, and they sometimes don't record what you have turned them on to.
I'm looking around the room.
Yeah, they don't always record. Let me tell you, I've had missing, even though it's made the noise that it's on.
Yeah.
But no, they are a fantastic tool to capture those moments, and they do bring out the creative side of you. I recommend everybody to have some form of camera. Now, luckily, mobile phones, they've changed everything, and in your pocket, you can share with the world now. And I think just have a little bit of an open mind and just think, even if it's a building from the 1970s or something, or 100-year-old, take a photo of it, and somebody somewhere will really, really love the photo you've done.
Yeah.
Even if it's blurring your thumbs over the lens. But
I got into cameras quite early on. My school did GCSE in photography.
All right.
So I did that sort of processing the films for like a school age.
Do they still do GCSEs?
I was thinking about this the other day. Is GCSEs were like started when I was at school. So did you do?
Mine was the first year.
Yep.
The first year of GCSEs,
Yeah.
and then the previous year were GCEs.
That's right.
And our
It was-
American listeners that were wondering what the hell we're talking about. But that's just the UK grading of the exams and things that they did, and they have to give it a name, and it was GCSE.
I think it was a rough.
What does it even stand? What does GCSE even stand for?
Again,
I have no idea.
Someone please put it in the comments. So
Yes, please put it in the comments what GCSE stands for.
For anybody else listening outside the UK, it's your sort of high school between 11 and 16. Between 11 and 16, the high school, but in the last 2 years, between doing the maths, 14 and 16, last 2 years you do your GCSEs.
I'm showing my age now because I left school, I believe it was either 1987 or 1988. I'd have to have a look at my certificates.
I'm a 1990.
Yeah, I think it was 88.
But I remember it being, it's supposed to be like a rough transition, wasn't it, from one exam board, from the old exam board.
Mm-hmm.
But we're showing his age because he's probably been
We're showing our age, but do we look good for our age? That's what I want to know. I think you look good for your age. When you told me how old you were, I was shocked. I thought you was younger than me. Yeah. Genuinely. Okay. So I'm trying to compliment you. Are you buying lunch?
Sweet talking me.
Or the vanilla slice. Are you going to share the next vanilla slice?
But that sort of brings me onto our next topic that I have in here.
That I don't know what you're going to...
No.
This is why I always look blank, and this is why Julian's doing all the talking initially, because I don't know what the next subject is going to be. So
I try and jump it off with like the national days.
You've done that.
And they're not normally advertising things.
Yeah.
But you were saying I look good for my age.
Yes.
Fashion.
As in you look a lot younger.
I
didn't say you looked good. You just looked good for your age. In fact, what are you wearing today? You've got the Turtles... Turtles T-shirt on.
I was talking off camera about fashion sense,
which we've got none whatsoever.
No. So and then I was going to bring Scott in because Scott is.
He's very
Part of his thing is he has the chains, he has the caps, and he has all the
designer.
Labeled, I still don't know how old Scott is.
I think he's about mid-30s. I think he's 35.
Right, okay.
Yeah, about mid-30s.
But that's it. That's his thing. When you get to our age, you don't really... I don't care about my...
Yeah.
Well, I've got a nice pair of jeans and a T-shirt, but I was saying off camera, my T-shirts are like, oh, that's my what's called a T-shirt. And...
I don't have much left in the budget by the time I've bought said cameras that you was mentioning about being National Camera Day, drones, recently an e-bike, and so that's why I have to usually wear George from Asda. No.
Other supermarkets are available.
Other supermarkets. Yeah, we've just done another free advert. No, this is the thing. I've looked at the designer gear that Scott probably wouldn't think twice about spending £200 or $300, $400 on a pair of sneakers or trainers or pumps. It used to be called plimsolls. Yeah, there's so many words for trainers, and he wouldn't think twice about it, or some T-shirt, £100. But I just don't see it personally. But I do like to dress smart sometimes. But I still would wear, I don't know, a £30 shirt maximum usually, than someone would wear a £300 shirt. But then they might not have all the camera gear that I've got or whatever. But that's their thing, isn't it? Everybody has got their thing. Yes. We're gonna have to do a show on your thing. Whatever your thing is. Everybody's got a thing.
Okay.
I think mine's is drones at the moment. But what's your thing?
I'm not sure if I have I've got like a general thing. I have.
I know you like vanilla slices. That's your thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I'm too Yorkshire to have a main thing.
One main thing.
Yeah, I don't have one main thing. I'll have several things.
You do like photography though, and you like nature photography. That I do know.
Yeah. I would have gone into nature photography if I don't know why. But I think it's probably a hard thing to get into. They seem to have their own kit. They have like the £20,000 lens. Yeah,
that is ridiculous. You could buy a car or a motorhome or something for the price of a lens.
You'd have to have a contact. before you. It's a bit of a catch-22.
If it pays for itself, where it generates an income, then that is a thing. But if for a hobby, like you say, some of these lenses are ridiculously big. That's nothing, is it? It's probably I just couldn't. It just even second hand the value of that. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I used to work at a company, and I had to take the kit home, and I was probably 18, and the camera was like 20 grand. Just look after that camera for us, and we're going to go and shoot something or go and do something. I couldn't afford to set myself up with that sort of kit.
Yeah, it's probably never ending as well, and they've probably got camera envy of somebody else as well. Yeah. I mean, you look at what you can spend on cameras. I mean, I've got the Panasonic Lumix S5 2X, and it came with 2 lenses, and I believe it was about $2.5 grand, and that was a lot of money, for a camera. But I thought, well, if I buy that, I won't need to buy another camera for 10 years. Yeah. I'm now 4 cameras in, plus the S5 2X now. So the answer is no, you will buy more cameras. But I have been good, no more lenses. So I haven't bought any more lenses.
The glass doesn't change, is it?
Yeah, and same with the drone as well. I got the best drone you could get at the time. Yeah. And I'm now 3 drones in, and there's a new one coming out this year. It's difficult.
I think a good thing about you is you're quite skilled with a kit. So when it comes to the drone stuff, especially, you see him do all these high shots, and you think, I've seen that many times. Internally, I bet you could even fly it around here. Don't do it for a podcast. Yeah. Maybe no, but you'd be flying it.
I could easily fly it in
here. Yeah. But there's a skill to it, because on the videos it looks like it's steady and things, but in real life the drone's doing this.
Oh yeah,
the camera's staying still, but the drone's sort of dancing around, and when you nudge it, it doesn't just go like it's gliding. It goes like this.
Yeah, it can be a little bit of a hot potato sometimes. It depends. I mean, if you fly safely and if you've got an artistic eye, it's putting that £2,500 camera in someone's hands. Like my hands, I'm probably using 10% of its capability. You could give an iPhone or an Android phone to somebody, and they could produce something far more cinematic than someone with it's what you do with it, isn't it? And it's the same with the drone, and practice makes perfect. Hence why I've done a video to help people practice on drone skills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did a video a long time ago, and I was practicing with biffa bins and street signs and lampposts and so forth. And it just goes to show that you don't need to go out to the middle of nowhere with a castle to practice. And so you've just right round your back door. Right around the corner.
As well, not about people making excuses. I don't get my camera out because I don't go on holiday, or I don't go too far away. And it's like you can hone your skills.
There'll be a tree nearby, and there'll be a bird in the tree, or some dog. Animals, perfect, because they do not stay still. If you're going to learn photography, start with animals, because to get the right shot, you soon get good at it very, very quickly. And children as well. But again, that's for your own children, obviously, not other people's. You get into trouble awfully quick with that one. But again, they don't do what they don't stay still, do they? Again, with photography, that's that. I wish I'd have discovered it a long time ago, but I'm late to the game on that one. And
I'd say you wouldn't know. To be fair, from your YouTube channels and
I'm just starting now to try out some of the manual settings, whereas initially it was a lot of everything set to auto and hope for the best.
What do you tell us about that one shot that we did on the e-bike video that you were quite impressed with, even by yourself? The shot.
The shot.
What was the shot that you did on the e-bike? I think it starts the second part. So does this sort of motion?
Oh yeah. See, I told you I'm on a different wavelength completely. Yeah. So that was where if I've not seen something done before, I'm always looking for new ideas and things like that. So I've done stuff like that with the drone, and I've noticed since other people have now done that move. You know, I called it my own personal signature shot, but since then other people are doing it now. I'd never seen a camera attached to pedals using something like a magic clamp, and if you angle it correctly, as you turn your pedals, the camera moves with the pedals, so it gives it a different effect. Whereas I've seen side shots following someone cycling a bike, but I've just never seen a camera. Yeah, I don't think you could watch it for very long because probably make you really sick. Yeah. But I just added that in.
No, I remember seeing it on the edit, and because you'd seen the raw stuff, because all this shot's amazing, and I waited to see it in the edit, and it was.
I probably shouldn't have done it on the street with the cobblestones, though, because I don't think it was quite as smooth as it should have been. Okay. But again, it was experimental. I've never done it before, and it kind of worked. And will I do it again? Maybe. We'll see. But maybe with something different.
Well, we're about to wrap up. Scott, have you got anything?
Yeah, he's been very quiet. Very shy. Very shy.
Looking off. I think he's getting a bit tired, I think.
Yeah. He's put a shift in, though. He's put a shift in today.
He's done well. Okay, well, that's the end of the show. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Thanks for watching. Bye from me.